Now, we played too many games over the break to talk about right now, but I think my personal favourite, besides a ritual replay of Dark Souls, was Risk of Rain. It's a retro-styled roguelike with a sci-fi theme. After crash landing on a planet, your goal is to fight your way through each level, searching for a teleporter to get to the next. Beasties will spawn and they'll get hard fast. The best way to describe this gameplay is a platformer with WoW-like abilities and a good rhythm to the combat. As you progress, you'll need to buy whatever power-ups you can find to get to the next level.
Delicious meat nuggets. Stack them all.
Death is permanent, but the more you play through, the better you get at the game and the further you get with each go. And the more characters you unlock. I just loved all the characters that you unlock, especially the cowboy. Pew pew.
There's lots of nice little mechanics at work with Risk of Rain, especially how the difficulty scales with time. The tricky part is if you move on to the next stage without farming and stacking enough passive abilities, you might not make it through the next zone. So you're often trying to make choices about when to farm and when to move on, and then you've got that difficulty time limit on top.
I just love how quickly things get stressful. But when you have a good stack of destructive abilities, you just become this powerhouse of devastation.
You'll definitely want to play with friends though and hook up a controller. It's pretty hard going on keyboard. In fact, this game is pretty hard in general. I do wish you could zoom in a little bit more though, and it's a bit slow unlocking characters. Plus, connecting to a game is really fiddly. It's 7 out of 10 from me.
I'm giving it 8.
Another game that seriously grabbed hold of us over the break was the ever-seductive peg bouncing of Peggle 2. This pachinko-inspired arcade sequel was released as an Xbox One exclusive, and it's had a pretty fun and flashy makeover.
There are all new levels and pegboards that will see you employing some crafty strategies to get all the orange pegs cleared before your limited number of balls run out. Each stage has 10 levels and is led by a different Peggle master, which offers you a unique power to help clear pegs in bulk when you manage to hit one of their coveted green pegs.
Yeah, it's a great idea because it really changes how you play from level to level because each power is so different. You know, I never really got into the first Peggle, so I didn't think much of the sequel until I found myself sitting eyes glazed over at 2 in the morning, completely hooked on this. Plus, one of Peggle's smartest design features is still the music. The most triumphant moments from famous classical music pieces will burst from your TV whenever you hit that last peg, pretty much making you feel like an arcade god, regardless of your score. It's enough of an ego boost to send you happily buttoning through to the next board. I'm giving it 8.
Yes, don't be deceived by this game's simple premise. It's easy to lose hours and hours in this rainbow madness. I'm giving it 7.5 out of 10 rubber chickens. Now, last up we have Nidhogg. This is another great game with a simple idea that packs in a surprising amount of depth.
Nidhogg is the name of the dragon in Norse mythology that feeds on the corpses of the slain. This 2-player side-scroller sees you, a pixelated yet expert swordsman, going head-to-head with another player in a duel for your life. The aim is to simply stab your opponent and then run like hell to the next area, because every win gets you closer and closer to that end screen, where if you win that final battle, you'll claim victory.
Lose, however, and your opponent gets to run in the opposite direction towards their end screen. So it becomes a bit of a tug of war until one of you makes it to the end. The controls are simple, but if you're dexterous, you can get in some pretty tricky swordplay. You can move your sword up and down, for example, and if you time this just as your opponent strikes, you can disarm them. Add to this some scrolling platforms and deadly chasms, and you'll find yourself in some tense and exciting fights.
The simplicity of this design makes it pretty hilarious to play, but you know, for a concept like this, you don't need all the extra bells and whistles. There are some nail-biting standoffs in this game, and I just love seeing those pixels explode everywhere once you or your opponent is defeated.
Avast ye! Oh, no.
Oh, did you pick it up?
Oh, wait!
Stop running away from me.
No.
Oh!
Ah.
Yes! Go!
Oh.
Oh no!
Oh, see ya. Oh no, it's you!
You love that throw.
I
don't
love
you?
the throw.
But it's
But
it's
I've got to mix it up now.
at the moment.
I like how you can just leg it. Oh, kind of. Oh, one more battle.
Oh no!
Oh, the final duel!
Don't run past me! Head and fight me, you coward! Oh, that was a coward
Oh,
victory.
the victor gets eaten by the worm.
You can play round after round because it moves at such a great pace. You know, I was surprised at how much time I lost to this. I'm giving it 7.5.
When you're playing against the AI, there is a wonderful increase in challenge as you take on each new level of difficulty. But you really should play this game with friends. And Hex, I laughed a lot playing this, but having said that, some more online options would have been nice, and I did tire of it pretty quickly, so I'm giving it 6 out of 10 rubber chickens.
Well, now it's time to catch up on some gaming news. With Goose?